that's a better deal right there, I think, what you're doing,
Yeah,
because it's out of the way of somebody trying to read that Bible or light the candles.
right.
Okay, so for the live post, I see posts.
Sorry. My little light was red on here, it's supposed to be green, I'm going to put another battery in there.
So I need
Just
the
check
live,
it out.
I need live, right?
You need what now?
Live. Live. To look at it on Facebook, you're up, right?
Yes,
You're posting, but what I'm saying is I'm not there.
yeah, you got that yet. I'll wait for you.
I don't know how to get there, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying, how do I get to a live?
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, test, 1, 2.
Keep your mouth.
So, put your arm around there.
Go on.
You should hear them there, just.
Oh, there it is. Cool. Okay, we got you live.
You want to listen to it with the ear things? Or you want me to?
Yeah, I'm listening to you here. Can you hear it there? Those things never work for me. The things you put in your ear. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting from here. All right. There you, oh, just a little delay. That's what it was. Okay, speak.
Testing, we are testing our Facebook feed. I'm here at Brookshire Temple United Methodist Church, 8818 Pear Street. And good morning to all. Right now it's 11:15 a.m. on this beautiful Saturday morning. Even though it's cloudy and looking dreary outside, it is still a beautiful day in our neighborhood.
Okay, can you say something again, Mr. Jackson?
Okay. Since the beginning, the message of good news of salvation through Jesus Christ has spread as people continue to tell other people. We find ourselves today the heirs of a long line of witnesses who faithfully declare to others the salvation offered through him. In this week's lesson, Jesus takes the next step in gathering the followers. Jesus finds Philip. There were 5 administrative districts in Israel during the New Testament days. Judea was the southernmost, with Samaria directly north of it, and Galilee directly north of Samaria, as the northernmost.
Mr. Jackson, hang on one second. I can hear you. We had talked about turning this.
Who's just gonna turn it towards the camera?
Okay. There's a little static in there.
Because the camera has its own internal speaker. And the speaker that they gave us was an external speaker to pick up more sound
Oh, right,
from further
You
away.
mean microphone?
The microphone.
right, which we don't have, but it still will help if this is turned, right?
I'm quite sure it will. Just
Turn it
take
to the
the
top.
whole thing and just turn it like that, right, there you go.
Right.
Okay. All right, the first person Jesus found there and invited to follow him was Philip. Jesus called him directly, unlike Andrew, who was directed to Jesus by John the Baptist, and unlike Peter, whom Andrew introduced to Jesus. But since Philip's hometown was Bethsaida, the same as Andrew and Peter, it was possible that they had the same influence in this invitation. Did they recommend Philip to Jesus? The best we can say is that it seems likely. John's gospel does not provide an exact location where the calling occurred, but it's highly probable it was in Capernaum. At the calling of Peter and Andrew to become apostles, they were found fishing on the Sea of Galilee near Capernaum, the same place where Jesus found James and John. Jesus often chose common people from common walks of life to follow him. Paul states in 1 Corinthians, is still true. For ye see your calling, brother, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but no flesh shall glory in his presence.
I don't think so. That's why I said maybe it's that. Hang on one second, John.
We gotta find out why we're not getting, let's just take this
That's why I
out.
said take it out. Okay, just talk a little more, John.
Philip, like Andrew, was immediately moved to share the good news. These men were startling examples of what every believer in Jesus Christ ought to be. It was critical in that day from the word about Jesus to be spread abroad, but it was no less critical in our own day. We are now in what seems to be the last days before Jesus returns, so there might not be much more time left for us to implore people to believe in him. We have much better knowledge of the consequences of unbelief than did those two disciples.
Okay,
We know details about
Yeah.
eternal suffering.
just kinda like pause and just say to everybody out there who may be looking, this is a test.
Okay. All right, for anybody who connected to our broadcast at this time, we are testing out our Facebook broadcast network. So this is only a test of Brookshaw Temple United Methodist Church Facebook broadcast. This is not the original service, and I am not Reverend Kermit Rose.
Hang on one second. Now see, it's a delay, but you don't hear anything. Because it's got the script on the screen, but it's
Right, everything you said is coming up with,
text.
closed caption,
Okay.
but we're not hearing it from here. Now, we need me to call somebody to tell them to look at it and see if they can
Hear
hear
it?
it.
Is
All right,
can we not hear it because it is closed caption?
No,
Let me call Doris and see if she
Okay.
can pick it up.
that's good.
How was the light?
The lighting is
Good.
good there.
That's good.
Hey, Doris. Gonna call on that though. Let's turn the other light on and see what happens.
Mhm. It's good.
Hey, can you get on your Facebook feed for Brookshire Temple Live and let me know what you. Okay. All right. Well, look at it and tell me what you hear. No, just stay on the phone. Just let me know. Here, Cheryl. That's Doris on the phone. She's gonna get on, and you can talk to her while I.
Hey, Doris. Hi, I'm good, how are you? Good. All right, thank you.
So the light is all right, John? The
Oh,
light
yeah,
is all
the
right?
light is good.
See, mostly what you hear, we can see it, but we can't hear it coming through on our computer here, on my computer. Okay, all right, so okay, she can hear. Talk, John.
Well, how does it sound?
The text, yeah, right, the closed caption. But how does it sound? Is it clear? Read, John.
We have much better knowledge of the consequences of unbelief than did those two disciples. We know details about eternal suffering that they may likely did not. If we truly believe in such eternal punishment and are genuinely concerned about
You can hear me
saving
because I'm
others
talking
from
into his
it,
phone.
we should even be more zealous than they were about sharing the gospel of salvation. Philip told Nathanael that they had found the promised one, of whom Moses and the prophets had written. Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph, in sitting both the books of Moses and those of the prophets.
Mr. Jackson, put that left there up on the, she said it was muffled at first. She can hear me because I'm back there. I forgot, I was close to the mic back there.
I can, Cheryl, I can hear you now.
All right.
I understand, but she needs to hear.
Philip told Nathanael that they had found the promised one, of whom Moses and the prophets had written, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. In response to Philip's naming of Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph, Nathanael.
All right. She said she can hear you very good now.
Okay.
Try that mic over there. Okay, hang on one second.
In response to Philip's naming of Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph, Nathanael immediately expressed some reservations. Some scholars think that this was because Nazareth was not mentioned anywhere in the Old Testament, while Bethlehem was prophesied as the town of the Messiah's birth. Others interpret Nathanael's response as being proverbial.
Okay. She can hear you very clearly, no muffled sound like you had before, and it was clear when you put that left there up closer.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we're good.
Okay.
Did Doris, anything else? Thank you so much, Doris, we appreciate it. Okay. Yep. So I think the only thing is that maybe we should ask anybody who comes into the building to sit over there.
All right. Why?
Because if we got a lot of outside noise, the camera, it's gonna pick it up here.
Oh, yeah, the camera's gonna pick it up.
Yeah. So if they could sit on this side, it would be better, or make sure they're closer up to
Up
the
front,
front,
right, yeah,
away from the camera.
correct. Yeah, because the camera is probably sensitive and it's gonna pick up any ruffling or talking.
Right.
Yeah, even though you're talking now, I can still hear you through here.
Right, because this thing is picking me up.
Right.
Okay, so if I'm over here, talking, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, it's gonna pick up people in the audience too.
It's gonna pick up everything.
Uh-huh, so
That's
pick up
right.
everything. So, I mean, we can ask, just let them know beforehand, with the system, we don't have our, connectivity yet, but when the.
When the service is on, we
Service is
ask
on,
everyone
yes,
to
we
be
do.
quiet.
Right.
No ruffling the papers and balling up stuff.
Right, until we get the wiring connected directly to the system.
Correct.
Okay, the
So
only
let me
other
ask you
thing.
something. Can you hear me through your speakers without me being on the microphone?
Yes,
Okay. So if I'm talking or reading something, it comes in clear
yes.
with a delay?
You can come down here and look at how to understand how people do it. Am I on the screen now, or should I move to the other one?
I'll put you on the screen.
You don't have to just, there you go, just turn it. Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, it picks up everything.
Yeah, now, we need to know how loud is it with the drum playing and the music playing.
All right, we could do that.
Okay, you gonna be there?
Yeah, I'll be there.
The drummer?
Yeah, I'll be the drummer. Or Cheryl could be the drummer.
All right, there you go, Cheryl. Comes through real good.
Okay, well, they don't have any microphones or anything here, right?
They got microphones
Is it
right
on?
here.
That was on?
Let me see. It's on.
It may be that we might not have to have it so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick them up after I stop at Costco's and get purchase some paper, get the strips or plug this all back into the strips. So like I won't have any issue clips.
Can you give me a sound from the organ?
All right, let me turn it on.
Sounds good, Mr. Jackson?
I think we got it, at least from a start.
Uh-huh.
We don't know what it's gonna be like when you feed it directly into the system, but we'll find out.
Right.
But right now, we can go with this, and if anybody tells us some feedback about it too loud or too soft, I can turn it up from here.
Okay. Well, the other thing is, we still have people on Zoom, but that'll be, he can operate that up there.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
with a phone.
With a phone or whatever he uses, he can operate it.
He uses a combination of phone, Zoom, he probably gonna use his tablet.
That's all he needs then. He'll need all that other stuff. And he can use the phone for the people
He
in
uses
Sunday
the phone
school.
for the conference call.
For the conference call, right.